Search and rescue operations are continuing across the KZN province after the deadly floods over 10 days ago. Communities have also organized themselves searching for their loved ones who are still missing. Our team in Hillcrest has stumbled on a community search for 3 children who were swept away. For the latest on this, reporter Dasin Thathia joins us now. Dasin, it must be such an incredibly difficult time for parents with children missing after so long. What can you tell us about progress in these searches?
Well, Andy, these teams have been out across the province. As you know, they've been working in different areas of Durban and its surrounds. And those are some of the vehicles that you see here behind me. This is at the Gumbi household near Hillcrest. Now, this is where there are still 3 children that are missing. There were initially 4 other children that were missing in this area, unrelated to this family. The last of them was found just yesterday, and now these 3 family members, these 2 13-year-old girls and an 8-year-old girl, are still missing. And you know, when we speak about a disaster, this is really what it is, and I'll show you exactly why I say that. There were 2 homes on this plot of land that we're walking through now, and on the right is what was supposed to be the main house. In fact, when the family told us that the house was here, we had to look twice, because all that's left now is just the foundation. The house has been completely destroyed, and that was where the victims of this flood were inside. The 2 boys that were saved were in another house which is on this property, and you'll see that even that house sustained serious damage. What they tell us is that this pipe that you see here, this pipe was running further up, closer to that mountain that you see up there, and it's also one of the main water supply pipes. And when those rains came, that pipe was washed away and ended up striking this house that was here. It also brought with it all of the rocks that you see around here. The family telling us that it never used to look like this, and it's an absolutely devastating sight to think that there was a house here, there was a family inside that house, and all of them were washed away. And it's going for 2 weeks now at this point, and there's been absolutely no sign of those 3 children. In fact, it's really a horrible story, because the youngest, the 8-year-old Lubanzi, she was in her grandmother's arms at the time, and she was then, the grandmother unfortunately was just unable to hold on to her. And during this week, the mothers of those girls have also been going to the mortuary to check to see if there was any sign of their children, and up until this point there hasn't been anything, and they are here now. Ladies, thank you so much, and I think I don't even think sorry to hear what happened would suffice. It's a truly difficult time, and I really am heartbroken to hear about what's happened here. So I think let's start with you, Nokuphila. If you could tell me what it's been like over the past week. I know that we now are seeing a big search and rescue team here, but you also told me that the family themselves had to conduct the search for many days.
Isikhathini esidlulile since kwaqala into ngomhla ka-12 besinzima kakhulu kuthina ezumndeni ukufuna nje amalungu omndeni ningatholi lutho, not even umunwe wabo. So bekunzima kakhulu, sizamile singalitholi usizo. Hlobo umngeni infrastructure yabo naye i-destroy yonke into, abakaze bafike bazosisiza ngalutho. So konke lokhu bekuvele kulaphezulu kuthina emahlombe, ukusinda sifuna sisizwe umphakathi uwodwa bona bengaqhamuki. So nje ukuze njengamanje basibona laba ukuqala nqanqanqa selokhu kwenzeka lento ukuthi sibona abantu abazoza kusisiza siyaqala. We're hoping for the best. Yeah, siyakhuleka kunzima ngifuna ngamanga.
Philile, I'll also bring you in. I mean, your 8-year-old is also still missing. I mean, just as a mother and knowing what happened on that day, how have you been managing to cope over the past, I think it's almost 2 weeks now?
Well, I haven't been coping. Going in and out of mortuaries, it's not a child's play. Looking for your daughter, it's not a child's play. Not knowing whether she's alive or she's gone. And the people of Umgeni haven't even helped us. Not even a single day they came here. Not even there's a manager came to see what has been happening. But it's their structure that's destroyed the whole house, my mother's house. So we've been in and out of mortuaries. We've been trying to search ourselves. Imagine trying to pick up a huge rock like this, looking for your daughter. It's too difficult.
And I think maybe to also just to explain to our viewers the extent of how bad the storm was, just tell us a little bit about how far down the river your mother was actually able to hold on to that tree.
It's about 1.5 kilometers from the house, because the main thing that pushed him right to the river, it's this pipe. It's the water from this pipe. If it was only the rain, they would have been safe. But it's this pipe that pushed him right into the river.
So how long did that water continue to flow? Did it continue even after the rains had stopped?
Yes, it's continued. It's continued.
And back to you, Nokphila, maybe just tell us a little bit about your daughter. Just speak to us about your last days with her before this incident took place.
My last days with my daughter was amazing. It was a short time. So those 10 days holidays from school, yeah, we've spent them together with her. It was overwhelming. Bekumnandi sindawonye. Kube isikhathi esincane kwaba ukuthi siyathembisana ukuthi ngolwesine lwama Easter holidays futhi sizoba ndawonye sispend isikhathi ndawonye. So uma ngabe sekwenzeka lento kungasenzeki kuvula imbobo enkulu kumina ukuhlungu kuba kukhulu kakhulu kuxebuka kakhulu ukuthi part of me is still missing until today. It's almost 2 weeks now angibatholi boba yi3 they were a part of me because bebethathana njengosisi, not even cousin, they were more like sisters than cousins.
So the three of them were very close?
Yes, very close, very close. I even have the videos of them benema wishes ukuthi mase bebadala bafisani bazokwenzani, even for usisi lo behlala nabo usisi wami umdala ukuthi uma ngabe sebadala sifisa ukumenzela umuzi onjani. So ukubheka lo ma video kumina zonke izinsuku ngiyacabanga ukuthi iphupho lezingane esheshela nqamuka akuyona imvelo ezimvula eyenze lokho, kodwa inayo into yamasipala le yasemngeni engakaze namanje isuswe, ingakaze kwenziwe lutho. Uma ngabe sowubheka nesimo usisi osurvivile benondodakazi wakhe besurvivile kukona, uyazibuza ukuthi kazi basinde kanjani ukubuka ipressure yamanzi abasuke ngayo la, ispeed abasuke ngaso la, namanje basane trauma. One, bathathwe bayise ezibhedlela zahulumeni ababayise ezibhedlela ezosheshe zibasize kakhulu. Two, abanamuzi. Njengamanje bampintshene kwi-RDP house. Lo RDP house awukwazi even ungena imoto. Mengabe fanele akathathwe ahambe yokwenziwa ama-check up eclinic, kumele kube khona abantu abazombeletha. Uyathunukala ngalosikhathi umbeletha uyathunukala, ama-ribs wakhe are broken from eback kuza la efront. Yonke leyo nto inzima kuyena. Nakuthina kunzima ukuthi sizombamba kanjani ukuyofika ezansi boba yi2 with her daughter. So yonke legebele esivulelwe umasipala ungeze ukuzosiza, ungeze ukuzofaka isandla kuyona leyo nto leso naloso simo lesabaphezu kwaso inzima kakhulu. Inzima. And uma ngabe sibuka ngendlela abazidistance ngayo ngalendlela ngempela kuvula enkulu into thina ukuthi shuthi kungenzeka ukuthi lezi zinto lezi bazifaka vela abanandaba nabantu abakhona lapho, ngoba kuthiwa bekwabanye bebeyonele bezwe ukuthi inkosi iyabeka la abantu basheshe bayazisa inkosi noma ngabe kusabe kwabantu. Inkosi yendawo sicela ukuthi mangabe sothathela abantu ama sites ungabasikeli ngezansi kwepipe ngoba kungenzeka balimali njengoba nje. Yes. Manje abalimalanga bashonile abantwana sibazi ukuthi akephi amatshe lawa sazi noma bambozile nabambozwe isihlabathi noma bangaphakathi edamini noma mhlawumbe sebadliwa izilwane zedamu. Kuthina shuthi closure ngezibe khona ngezingane zethu. Angikhulume etrauma kulabo abantu laba basinda.
Okay, no, thank you very much. I won't keep you any longer. I know that you are waiting to hear what the police have to say. And Andy, I'll just take you a little bit closer just as we wrap to show you where these search and rescue teams are working now. You see, they've parked their vehicles here. The water is still flowing next to the homes down this path. And we were listening here when a briefing was being given by the police officer that was leading this operation, and he had stressed to the members that were here please take your time, make sure that you are 150% satisfied that you have covered every area that you see around here. And as you can see from here, it's certainly not going to be an easy task. There's a team of 30 that's working here today. It is a big operation, and they will be working at least until the end of the day or when light allows.
Thank you very much. Heartbreaking work indeed. That was senior reporter Dasan Tatia coming to us from KZN, where families are still looking for missing loved ones.